is time. Hey everybody, CoolPika here, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Pokemon Shining Pearl. We defeated the Elite Four once again, and now there is nothing stopping us between our final fight with Cynthia once more. Before I go on, this will be the team I'm going with, and I will say straight up right now, Cynthia, it's really tough in the post game. She'll be going out with her Platinum team like last time. Not like last time, but like in Platinum. So, just to give you an idea what it is. And her Platinum team is even more challenging. And I will tell you this. In Brilliant Diamond, I had a bit of trouble with her. It took me like at least 2 tries to do this, so I'm not even sure how this is gonna go. So, with that being said, I decided to dedicate an episode all to this just to see how many attempts it will take me for me. There's a possibility I could fail, but at the same time, my Pokemon have just gotten really beefed up to the point where it may not even be a problem. So, with that in consideration, I think we're all good to go, regardless of the circumstances. But with that being said, there's no more need for discussion. Final preparations are in order. I think we're having all the moves are set up to what they need to be. All that's left to do now is bring it on. How have you been? I recently saw my grandma in Selected Town for the first time in quite a while. She sure has a lot of nice things to say about you. Obviously, it's important to battle well and win. But I think a truly great trainer is one who makes the people and Pokemon around them happy. That's why I'm so glad that you're the one who's challenging me today. I will accept your challenge with everything I've got. Here we go. We battle Cynthia once more. Time to show her how strong we've become. As usual, she will be starting off with Spiritomb. How much her moves have changed, I'm not really sure, but I do know that this Spiritomb does have embargo, so keep that in mind. But with that in consideration, I'm going to be starting out with Hyuga first. Because, Spiritomb is a Ghost and Dark type from what I remember, and who else can do the job than Hugo himself. I'm going to use Dazzling Gleam here, and hopefully Spiritomb goes down in one shot. Yeah, that's what I was hoping on. Spiritomb, I don't believe was going to be the big threat. My big concerns, on the other hand, are, probably the rest of them. Because as you remember, Roserade is a grass and poison type. I think the best solution is going to go with Dumban here. Because poison types do have a disadvantage against us psychic types. Although, there is another gamble with Dumban as well, which is Roserade would have Shadow Ball. Which, that's a bit of a disadvantage of its own. So, it's going to matter who's going to go out first and who gets the upper hand. And, oh! I didn't know you had Dazzling Gleam. No, I forgot you had Dazzling Gleam. I forgot all about that. Note to self, CoolPika. Make sure you read off the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl bios in Bulbapedia when editing this video. Just make a mental note of that. And up next is Togekiss, even a more tougher challenge than her other team. So, Gastrodon is not here. She doesn't use Gastrodon on her team. Instead, in its place, we have Togekiss. So yeah, she has a Togekiss of her own. And one of the moves you have to watch out for is Aura Spear for this one, because Terminator's Electric Steel type. While it do have the advantage, she can use Aura Spear, and that could potentially knock out Terminator. So I have to be really careful here. And like I'm expecting, she's using Aura Spear. Thankfully, however, it didn't do enough to like make Terminator faint. So I think I'm good on that front. And Fuzzy's like out in front of my room, just laying on his back or something. He's trying to be adorable for attention. Then up next, we've got Lucario, which means I'm gonna clearly go into Dumban for this. Most of her Pokemon remain the same, although there's some minor changes. She has Togekiss now as her addition. Lucario is up next. His moveset have not changed a bit. But I think the best move to go in for this is close combat. Although, I think the first thing I want to do first is go for a full restore. Just to see how much damage his first move will be. I at least want to see how much damage Lucario can do to Dumb Man before going forward. Lucario is starting out with Flash Cannon, actually. Which doesn't do a lot of damage that I think it would do, which really helps out. And believe it or not, already, I think I'm doing pretty well with this team here right now because I'm already halfway through, which means I've clearly underestimated this fight. And this is supposed to be a super boss of Diamond and Pearl as a whole. Like, since there's no trainer outside the Pokemon League that can contend to a super boss, Cynthia just goes on to take that title as well because she was already that challenging. Next up is Milotic. I'll be honest, I'm not expecting much challenge from Milotic. Mostly because she was a bit of she was more than an annoyance, if anything, because, really mostly for her, Aqua Ring, if anything. But Terminator has really beefed up, and I'm not expecting a lot of trouble. She has Scald, but that's not really much of a threat. It does have Burn now. But aside from that, Terminator's going to knock out Milotic, no problem. Or not. I'm clearly underestimating my situations here. And that clearly... Fuzzy! Fuzzy! Didn't I fed you like an hour ago? Fuzzy! Wow. Jeez, Fuzzy. I come in here... Jeez, I'm trying to record like a finale for this Let's Play, and then here you are being so demanding when I've already fed you like hours ago. Fuzzy, I'll play with you later. You can just hang out on my bed until then, alright? Hey, come on, don't give me that look. Don't worry, I'll talk to you when I'm done. I love you. It's just that this needs attention right now. I've been holding up for so long and I just want to get this Let's Play done. Yeah, sorry guys. That was Fuzzy. If you heard any meow in the background, he's a very demanding cat, to say the least. Though, yeah, my parents are not home, and whenever my parents are not home, Fuzzy comes to me for attention. Yeah, okay, now he's just walking away from me. Alright, I want to revive. It's a good thing I saved up my revives, because, I need that to revive Terminator. But aside from that, I don't think we're gonna have this much of a challenge whatsoever. Fuzzy, what are you doing back there? No, not at all, because, we've already swept through most of the Pokemon that would be a major concern for me. So really the only big concern I might have is Garchomp. But even then, I don't think Garchomp, but even then, I think I have more than enough Pokemon that can contend with Garchomp. And I'm ready for this. Because, I think a certain someone would like to have a rematch with that Garchomp. But first off, first things first, it's a matter of getting rid of this Milotic. Interesting enough, Milotic is honestly the Pokemon that usually goes last in any playthrough I do in the originals. Here, not so much the case. Instead, they do save Garchomp for last. Which doesn't really make much sense of why they changed it up that way, but I would understand if like a Mega Evolution evolved, but man, I keep saying this, but if this Pokemon game had Mega Evolutions, we may be seeing one of the toughest Cynthia fights yet. It's a missed opportunity. I know. But Cynthia's still pretty, but I still think Cynthia's pretty tough without the Mega Stone, if I'm to be perfectly honest. I'm just saying it would have been tougher with the Mega Evolutions. As if Garchomp wasn't tough enough already. But with that being said, this is it. Only one more Pokemon left. And with that being said, I think there is only one Pokemon I can use here. I've tried doing this before, but when Gibby last fought Garchomp dominated Gibby. And I think a certain someone wants payback for that little moment the last time we fought. Gibby, time to show him how far you've come in your training. Who knew getting back into a corner would be so much fun? Gibbs, I'll be real with you. We've had our rough moments. We've had a lot of rough moments together. And I know that there was days that we wouldn't get along. But in spite of it all, I think we grew stronger because of it. And you ended up proving to be one of my valued assets to the team. And now that we're here and now, it's time to show how far you come and show all the natural progress that you've done. I don't think I could be any more prouder to have you as my team member. On the count of 3, I'm going to use Dragon Rush. And if Gibby ends up being faster, this win is secured. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Gibby! Yeah! You showed him, Gibby. You showed him. Garchomp stood no chance against you. You have dethroned her. Look how far you've come. I couldn't be any more prouder, Gibbs. Bravo. Bravo. Once again, you proved to be the valued asset of the team. But, dang. I've clearly underestimated this fight. Or overestimated it. I was coming in here thinking this would be a challenge. And I was wrong. It turns out my Pokemon were more than ready for this fight. I don't even know what happened to my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, but I remember it being more challenging than I remember. But did I really over-prepare for this or overestimate this? Wow. What was that? Cynthia's down. Once more. Look how far we've come. Thank you for bringing us all the way here. Once more. That went beyond my wildest expectations. What an exceptional battle. Thank you. Thank you. Couldn't have done this without Gibbs and the rest of my team. Look how far we've come. Funny too, since when I first played through Pokemon Diamond for the first time, I was playing the game incorrectly. They love their Pokemon talented trainer, and I think they say the same thing, so I guess I may as well go into the commentary. But yeah, wow. I mean, thinking back on it, when I first played Pokemon Diamond, I will confess, I think I've been playing Pokemon in all the wrong ways. I mean, for starters, I didn't even privately train my Pokemon back then. No, actually, I just kept on tanking it through with my one Empoleon starter, Winter. And hopefully things go well, which clearly did not. The only Pokemon that was getting me through everything was Winter and Dialga. Everyone else was just taking a backseat while Winter was just dominating battle after battles. And a lot of the struggle came from that alone. Which I eventually learned that the hard way. I kept doing that up to Pokemon Black, but that was when I started learning how to actually battle correctly. And after replaying Pokemon a few times, I basically learned and got better at Pokemon in general. How far I came when I first started Pokemon. I wasn't playing it correctly. But now, I know how to play correctly and know how to set things up. I really came a long way since then. Man, what a journey it's been. But here we are once again at the Hall of Fame. Dialogue here is pretty much not much the same. Pretty much the same. Like he's saying, like growing into a real champion when, let's face it, I'm already the champion. I'm just putting myself in the Hall of Fame a second time just to show my winning streak here. But aside from that, hey, why not? We're near the end, so we may as well end it off properly. So with that, let's do this once again. No matter how many times I've come here, I always find myself standing straighter than usual. It's a natural reaction, Professor. This room is a legacy to hopes, dreams, and struggles of Pokemon and their trainers to excel. Jordan, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Your names will be recorded for prosperity here. What you'll leave in are the memories of your adventure so far. It's time to record your names, you, and your Pokemon. Remember, your Pokemon are partners that grew with you through many challenging battles. This machine will make a permanent record of your achievement. Alright, we're done! We're done! Oh man! 84 episodes in all, and we're finally done. I didn't think the end was gonna come, but oh man, we did it, and now we're gonna be on the bigger and better things. Man, what a wild ride this has been. A bittersweet moment, I'll say the least, but I am so glad I get to experience Sinnoh all again on YouTube. Even though I don't have all the many views in the world, I'm glad here to just have this as a bit of a memory and keepsake. And mostly because I want to reshare my experience with people in the world, and I'm glad I have the chance to do it. But we did it. Pokemon League champion once again, and I couldn't do it without this team. Man. This is great. And with that, we're officially done with this Let's Play. As I said before, Pokemon contest, I don't think it's worth covering because, I don't believe that... I just don't believe that it's something I could make interesting. At least me personally. That, and even if I did make something interesting out of it, I don't think there's really anything interesting worth showing other than you get ribbons for it. That, and there's the Ribbon Syndicate 2, which I don't think I want to go off and show, because I don't feel like grinding for the ribbons. I'm just going to be real here. I'm just glad to get this done. I think it's, although to be honest, I think it's more easier to do in Platinum than here, since, you get ribbons for every rank you do. And I think I have a more easier time doing that than just going around the world trying to collect as many ribbons as I can. And, aside from that, though, another thing I should note, is, the Battle Tower. In the Battle Tower, when you do rematch, Palmer, his team actually does change up a bit. In his team, he will have a Cresselia, Heatran, and Regigigas. His battle streak is even more challenging when it comes to that. And not to mention, he does have new dialogue after you rematch him. Well, I don't plan on doing that again, since the fact that beating Palmer alone was enough. I'm actually going to just put the dialogue on the screen of what that is right now, just so you know what that is. Aside from that, that's it. I'm done. But aside from that, final thoughts on the project as a whole on this Let's Play. As I said, I'm really glad I did get to re-experience my travels during the Sinnoh region. I think it still stands out as one of my favorite generations in the Pokemon series. It always will be. But I will admit, however, I think my opinions... Although, the more I play this remake, the more I realize I just don't like it as much as Platinum. That's not to say it's a bad remake whatsoever. I think the remake's pretty alright. But I think it really just boils down to me it just doesn't have all the stuff I like. I mean, I like having the underground, I'm making underground bases. I like the capture and flag stuff. Even though I don't really have people to play with that anymore. Oh hey, there's that outfit I never got. But oh well. But hey, oh geez, what am I saying? Like, there's just a lot of stuff that was missing from the game that made it great in the first place. I like having the Battle Frontier. I like having all that stuff. And I felt like there was a lot of elements that were missing that build up on the Sinnoh lore itself. However, I will say though that I am glad that some things get acknowledged, and I'm glad I saved the Arceus battle for like a blind reaction, because I was not expecting it to go all out as they did. I will confess, that really stood out for me for the entire post game. I'm not gonna lie, that was amazing. But yeah, aside from that, I'd say it's a pretty good experience all in all, despite my gripes. But aside from that, so I know if you're wondering, like, what comes next after this Let's Play? Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm gonna be honest, I would not expect another Let's Play right away. Hey Fuzzy. Well, not right away. I will bring up that, I do have stuff going on in real life that I need to attend to, some stuff that's been coming up, and I gotta get that all set up. I gotta attend to it before I can start another project. But I will tell you, when I do, I will promise you this. I will promise this time that there is not a long wait gap than compared to my previous Let's Plays. Because, after Smash Brothers Brawl, that took like a year gap. This time, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Because besides, after this experience, I think I deserve a, long break. Well, not like a very long break, but I deserve some rest. And I think it's a good place to stop for the time being. Just get some stuff in real life together before I can start working on projects. And aside from that, I gotta edit these videos too and get them up on YouTube as well. But, yeah, that's it. Nothing else I can say aside from that. But with that being said, that's like everything. I don't think I may have said of finishing everything that I didn't finish saying what I wanted to say, but actually real quick, what's my trainer card looking like out of curiosity? No 3 stars. I don't know what gives you 3 stars, but the ranks do go up for your card as it went on. I ended in 2 stars actually. I don't know what it was in Brilliant Diamond, but I know it was something, I guess. So yeah, we're done. We are pretty much done here. Thank you all for tuning in. As for what you can expect for now, though, while my next Let's Play will not come right away, I will say though, I do likely. That doesn't mean that you're gonna go on a hiatus with like no other videos coming out. No, actually, I do have some ideas. It's just a matter of getting them together and seeing what I can put out. But aside from that, though, I definitely want to do live streams again. Definitely again, because I haven't done any after ending Metopia, and I enjoyed the live stream aspect a bit, and I want to get back into that. And since I'm done with Let's Playing this project, I can start that up again whenever I want. I don't know how immediately and how consistent I'm going to do it, but I know I definitely want to do live streams again. Don't know what I'm going to live stream yet, but I'm going to figure that out, whatever comes to mind. But aside from that, that's all you can that is pretty much it. And there's also probably some fun multiplayer stuff I could do too. Like, I've already tested the extent with Maple here. I want to give thanks to her for, like, being a part of the Let's Play. That really means a lot. And you know what? Maybe it's because I got the experience of that, I might be, like, wanting to, like, get some people in to do some Let's Play experience. Like, maybe some Mario Kart videos, maybe some Mario Party Superstars videos. I got a lot for that going on, so you can expect some of that stuff too. It's just that for now, let's just see what I can do, and hopefully you guys enjoy whatever I can bring out. But until next time, our next journey, I think for our next journey, I think I want to Let's Play a journey that started it all for me. The ones that really got me into Nintendo and video games as a whole. What that is, I'm just going to leave you guessing for now. But until then, see you all next time. CoolPika out once more. And we are done. Oh, finally, I'm done with this Let's Play. This took way longer than I did. I think I got everything covered, all the scenes I need to cover for this Let's Play, and I don't think I've missed any topics in peculiar. At least, I think I did. Right? Poor man. It seems he has amnesia. The truth of the matter is, I have no idea in the world what I'm doing here. Or even who I am. Yeah, totally got everything.